According to The Hollywood Reporter, Billy Dee Williams is returning to a galaxy far, far away. But will Lando die in Episode 9, and how large of a role will he have? These seem to be the major questions on everyone's mind, but before we take a closer look at those questions, I want to say I'm Mike and welcome you back to Force Within TV, where we love the anticipation and speculation that leads up to Star Wars releases. So join us by subscribing and answering the question of the day at the end of the video. With Episode 9 filming to start at the end of July, we're getting more and more rumors about castings for the new film. And last night, The Hollywood Reporter published an article on the return of Billy Dee Williams as Lando Calrissian. They stated the actor who famously played the galactic gambler Lando Calrissian will reprise the role for Star Wars Episode 9, the next Star Wars installment for Lucasfilm. End quote. Unfortunately, some fans are already suggesting that Lando will be killed off like Luke and Han. But before we answer that question, we need to think about what Lando's role will be in Episode 9. Personally, I think he's one of those allies in the Outer Rim that Leia was talking about in The Last Jedi. In the Star Wars novel Last Shot, we learned how he was manufacturing droids on Bespin after Return of the Jedi. So it's highly unlikely, but maybe he'll support the Resistance with a droid army. Or at the very least be able to support the Resistance with droids that help with manufacturing and the repair of Resistance equipment. It'd also be interesting if Lando was actually working with the First Order, and once he understood the horrible things that the First Order is doing, he actually joins the Resistance and gives them a lot of intel on the First Order. I think that would be an interesting callback to The Empire Strikes Back, where he sides with the Empire and helps them capture Han. Something else that might be interesting is if Lando is actually rescued by the Resistance, and again he is able to give the Resistance some important information about the First Order that allows the Resistance to have their ultimate victory. But it also just makes sense that Lando would be one of the people to respond to Leia's plea for help. And when he finally tracks down the Resistance, Leia has passed on, and he decides to reprise his role as a general. That said, we need to remember that Billy Dee Williams is 81 years old, that's 6 years older than Harrison Ford and 15 years older than Mark Hamill. So I really doubt that Lando is going to be participating in any action scenes. So if chances are good that he is in the role of a general that isn't in the action, then I can't see him dying in Episode 9. Though I suppose Akbar was in a relatively safe location as an admiral, and that didn't help him much. But the one other thing that Lando has going for him is that this is the end of the trilogy, and it's going to be a happy ending. So there's a much better chance that Lando will survive to make that ending even happier. So of course, this is all early theory crafting about a character that is rumored to be returning, so don't get too attached to any of this fun speculation being thrown around. But hey Star Wars fans, remember to use the Force within you to make the Star Wars community a better place. Share your speculation and theories, and support those who do the same. And you can start by sharing your thoughts on today's question of the day, which is, will Lando Calrissian die in Episode 9? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, may the Force be with you.